Original King Julian on your case, man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you to move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute. And you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on mother when you're cute.
Hello, everybody.
Physically fit, physically fit, physically.
Are you dancing with me tonight?
Physically fit, woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice.
Make sure you're giving StreamYard permission.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it.
All right. Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight? All right, guys, in the comments, please drop your name. Let us know you're here. If you have not given StreamYard permission to use your name on Facebook, please go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and give permission so that we can see who you are. We're going to be doing some drawings tonight. We need to be able to see your name. We're going to be having some fun tonight. We need to know who's making the comments. And of course, we want to see which team is going to have the most people on here tonight. So right now, guys, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. In the comments, go ahead and tell us what team you're on. Who is your director? What team you're on? And of course, as always, tag your friends and say, get on, because we want our team to have the most people. So make sure that you're sharing the word and getting that out to everybody so we can have everybody on to see all of the great training that we have for you. You know, the reason we do this every Monday night is not because I want to come on here and just act like a fool for you. I come because, and our directors come because we want to help you. We want to share training with you. We want to share ideas with you. We want to help you to grow a business so that you can be successful. And the thing is, if you don't show up, then we're doing this for nobody. So we need you to show up. We need to get your friends on there. Otherwise, maybe we won't do it anymore. So you need to let us know. Do you want us to keep doing Move It Monday? Do you want us to keep doing after hours and office hours on Tuesday? Do you want us to be doing things like our Keno and our mega parties and all of these things that we designed to help you grow your business? Because, it's for you that we do it, and we want you to get the full benefit of it. And the only way you're going to get the full benefit of it is to show up, because the folks that show up are the ones that grow up. So get your pen out, get your paper out, because as our friend Doug Palenica used to say, if you ink it, you think it. So get ready to take notes and to be able to, grow your business in that way. Also, as I said, make sure that you're tagging your friends to tell them to get on. And if you have someone that you have really been wanting to, share about Tupperware, make sure that they know that they can watch us on our YouTube channel. That is public. So you can bring people on there. You could even do a little watch party at your own house, invite some folks over to watch it with you. And then you can tell them a little bit of the insights about what things are going on and what we're doing. I want to know right now what you've been doing this week. What are you excited about? What kind of things have been working for you this week as well? And as we get all that going here, I want to introduce myself. My name is Marcia Brown. I have the privilege and the honor of being able to lead the best Tupperware team in all of the USA, and that is our Hooray Sales Company. And and each and every one of you are what makes it so great, because it's not about me. It's not about your director. It's about all of us together, because as I like to say, we are #better together. All right. So as we get started tonight, I have a little quote with you. I always like to start with a quote. And so this one I want to share with you right now. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. And that is what makes it all happen. So see, think about this, guys. At the beginning of this month, it is birthday month. It is time for us to set big goals, things that we want to achieve, things that we've never done. So you wrote down at the very beginning of the month, I hope, a dream, a goal, something that you wanted to work for. Maybe you decided you wanted to have the money to go on vacation this summer. Maybe you thought, well, the money that I make this month will help me pay off a credit card. Maybe the money I make this month I can use to pay for a wedding. Maybe the money I make this month will allow me to pay for preschool for my child next year, or for them to go to camp this summer. Whatever it is, we've got to have our dreams. We've got to have the things that we want, because money is merely a tool for us to live our yes life, to be able to do the things we want to do. And so once we have that dream, then we give it a date. I want to have this money by the end of May, by May 31st, when the month is over. I want to have this money, by June 1st, whatever date you put on it. And that's a goal. And then we break it down. Okay, well, for me to make that $1,000, I will need to sell how much Tupperware. And of course, you break it down by, if I sell $4,000, I'll make $1,000. Plus, I'll make a bonus on that too, a $400 bonus. But you figure it that way, and you go, okay, to sell $4,000, then I've had 5 weeks for the month, right? And I broke that down. What do I need each week? I need $800 each week to be able to do that. That's 2 parties every week. So I need to get busy dating those parties so I can make that happen. And that's what then, we had the action plan. We started working on that. We are now at the halfway point of the month. So it's time for us to assess where we are and think about what more we need to do, because there is still plenty of time for you to make your dreams come true, to be able to achieve the goal that you've set, and to be able to have the things that you want from this month. Because with 2.5 weeks to go, we can make magic happen. So just to give you an update on our Hooray Company, our goal for the month is 170,000 in honor of Charlie's birthday. That's 350 parties, and we broke that down by each week, how many we needed, what we needed each week. I will tell you that right now we have 310 active team members. So active team members means they are in active status. They've sold $350 in the last 4 months, or they're brand new, because when they're new, they're automatically active. We have 164 of our active team members that are placing orders. Guys, that is 52.9%, almost 53% of the folks who are active on our team have already hit submit. But you know what? I think we can do better than that, because I really believe that we can have 70% or more hitting submit this month. So that means that other group of people, the 146 people, 146 people who have not hit submit yet, guys, we need you. If you're watching and you have not hit submit so far this month, we need you. And you know what? There's going to be reasons for you to hit submit, because we have some exciting samples I'm going to share with you tonight. We have some more specials coming up in the next couple of weeks that you're going to want to take advantage of. And we all want to make money, because you still have time to make money before the end of this month. We do have 46 potentially inactive people. That means that your account is what we call the red zone. You may know who you are. You may not. If you don't know, reach out to your director and say, am I in the red zone? Because what that means is that if you go inactive, you lose the ability to get samples at 35% off. We have 369 inactive team members. Now that has changed since the beginning of the month, because we have at least 7 who were inactive who are now active, who used this month to get their business going. And I'm going to give a shout out to one of those folks right now, Rhonda Daughtry Royal. Rhonda, if you're on, go ahead and say me, or something like that, because I want people to know who you are, because Rhonda came into this month inactive, and she really wants to go to Jubilee. And to go to Jubilee, you've got to have 1,500 in sales from March, April, and May. Well, she listened to the advice of the folks that are training. Terry Bird shared with her, the easiest way to do this is to hold parties. She booked a party. Guys, she has already sold over $1,200 this month from inactive to $1,200. She qualified for 2 of those amazing Ice Prism sets. She's not stopping. She's already made $300 this month, and she's still got 2.5 weeks to go. So congratulations to you, Rhonda. Big shout out to you. I want to call you our comeback queen for the month because I think you've done such an amazing job. We have 28 inactive team members who've placed orders and are on their way to getting their accounts back into active status. Some of you are very, very close. And we've welcomed 12 new team members. Now, I will say that when I look at that number, I know that we are not we're not talking to the number of people that we need to share our business opportunity with them, because guys, we have a life-changing opportunity that we can share with people. We need to reach out and talk to people. And the thing is, if we don't talk to people, we've already decided the answer is no. So set a goal for yourself. I'm going to share the facts about Tupperware with 5 people every day. I'm going to reach out to people and say, you know what? You may never have thought about doing something like this, but can I give you some facts about it? Because it really can be a game changer for you. I did a video for you guys last week. You can download it and post it on your page. I posted it, on our public page, also our public Hooray Sales page. And I've had several people ask me about it, comment on it. So it's a way that you can get in front of people and put that information out there, and you don't have to be the one that does it. I did it for you to make it easy for you, because my dream is that in this next 2.5 weeks that we are going to change people's lives, and that we can not only double this number, but let's triple this number. Let's quadruple this number. If each and every one of us were to welcome one new person each week, the next 2 weeks, guys, we could totally turn things around and really help a lot of people. So we are 64.5% to our sales goal. We have 2.5 weeks to go. Once again, I always like to have a goal in mind. And my goal is that we make this not by May 31st, but we make it by May 24th. That's right. 10 days from now, I would love to be able to come to you and say, woo, we did it. We made our goal, and we still have time to go to blow it out of the water and take it even further to the top. So continue the great job that you're already doing, but let's take it up another level and keep ramping it up as we go. All right. So speaking of parties, we still have these amazing offers. If you are not dating parties with these, you are missing out. We also shared with you this week, Deborah Gooding shared a great tip and idea on how you can use it to get other people to gather orders. Get 5 people, my high 5, my 5, helpers, whatever you want to call it. You could use that to do that with them. Get 5 people to get 200 orders. You then, it shows you how it breaks down. There are 5 gifts that you have to give away. When they get their 200 in sales, then you draw numbers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get whatever gift is associated with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do need 5 people to at least do it. Here's what's going to happen. If you just ask 5 people, you're probably not going to get $1,000. But if you ask 10 people, you ask 15 people, you ask 20 people to do it, you're going to get 5 that might get $200. You're also going to get some that are going to get $100. You're going to get some that might get $150. You're going to get some that are going to get $400. And what's going to happen is that you can put all of that together to make up $1,000 parties, and then work with them to help get datings, continue to build your June coming up. And that means you could have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 going in. Over the years, this happy helper, high 5, whatever you want, lucky envelopes, helpers have helped some of our folks make their goal like beyond imagining. Not only did they just get that extra thousands, in some cases they've gotten $5,000 and $6,000 simply because they work it like, like clockwork. They're going out there every day and they're asking somebody to do it. And they're keeping a list of all those people. They're giving them catalogs. They're getting them to work with it. There is time for you to add $250 to your pocket before the end of this month. There is time for you before the end of this month to not only add $500, but to add a bonus $600 to your income. It's up to you to make that decision, have that dream, set a date, get your goal, put your plan of action in place, and make it happen as well. We also have some great sales specials, and we're going to talk to you a little bit tonight about some ways to talk about our products that can help you sell more, because you don't have to limit yourself just to what's on sale. I mean, we have some great stuff on sale, and we have a great opportunity for you Thursday to learn about how you can use these to drive your sales too. But we also want to just be talking about our products, our premium products, the products that people need to see in use so that they want it as well. So we've got all of these things going, and we want to keep adding those parties. Speaking of, how many of you have registered all your parties that you have up? Okay, in the comments, show me your hands, show me thumbs up, show me, yes, I have. That I have been updating my parties online on our Team Up calendar. What? Team Up calendar? I don't think I know what you're talking about, Marsha. Okay, guys, here's what it is. So there is a link posted and pinned at the top of our Hooray group page, the page that you're watching this on right now, if you are on Facebook. And it's teamup.com, and it's got the link to our Hooray calendar. It takes you to this. And when you log in, it's going to look something like this. Over on the left side, there is this thing that says calendar. And if you click on it, it's going to open up these color bands. Each color band represents a team, your director team. All right. And so what you're going to do is you want to register your parties. So you're going to, not click on the team there, but you're going to click where it's, the date. So you're just going to click on the date, like let's say it's today. I would click on the date, and it is going to open up a screen for me to put this information. This is what you're going to see. Enter the event title. That's your hostess's name. It's her birthday month, party, whatever you want to call it. You're going to make sure the date's in there. You're going to put in there also your name. So it's like that's you. Who is you? Okay, so you're going to put your name in there. Where is it? It's on Facebook. It's an in-home party. That's great. But right there where it says calendar in the middle, that's where you're going to click, and it's going to come up with something that looks like this. You're going to click on your director team. Every team has a name there. Every team has a color. The Big Dogs and New Beginnings are sharing one because it only gives me 8, so we had to share some. But this way we know who it is. We click on that, and then in the description, anything else you want to tell us, you put it in there. And the most important part is up at the top where that green says save. You got to click that, because that's what's going to save it. That's what's going to put it onto the calendar, and that's how I can recognize you for your parties up. So right now, Tina Watson's got one registered and up. Tina Lancaster has one registered and up. Colleen had one last weekend, and Doreen Pelletier has 2 registered on there already for this week. So make sure you're getting those in there, because I might just do some random drawings once they're in there. So let's make sure we get them in there. All right. So guys, I want to talk to you about strawberries. All right. Strawberries. And I love strawberries. And I don't know if you know, but strawberries are one of the most popular fruits in the United States. And there's so many amazing little tips and ideas. And it's kind of a fun thing to share with people and to talk with people about, because that helps them get to know a little bit more about what we have going on. So the question that I have right now, and I want you to put it in the comments, in how many states are strawberries grown? Okay, we're talking about the United States. Is it grown in 27 states? Is it grown in 43 states? Is it grown in 50 states? Is it grown in 52 states? All right, so in the comments, go ahead and put in there how many states are strawberries grown. Because as I said, it is an incredible amount of strawberries are grown in the United States, and it's something like 50 billion pounds. So somebody said 3, so somebody says 43, somebody says 50. Nobody's going for 52. That was Charlie's answer. He said 52. I go, honey, how many states are there? And the answer, of course, is 50. 50. In fact, strawberries are one of the only fruits that are grown in all 50 states. And of course, and they're also grown in every province in Canada. Now, I didn't ask you about Canada, but it is grown in every state and every province. And Charlie, I believe the first one you posted with the correct answer was Jen Steele. So Jen, you just won our first trivia question. Yay. And you'll be getting a little gift from me also for being our winner of our first trivia contest question. Now, I'm going to have some more trivia questions for you, but so get ready. But what I want you to do right now is get ready to learn a really fun recipe that's different than anything you might have had before. And I'm going to bring one of my friends on here to help me. And that is our amazing director, Corinne. Let me get this, change the screen there. There we go. Corinne's here. Hi, Corinne. You're muted. Make sure you take your mute off. You're muted.
Is it good news? There we go. I was trying a new setup today, so that way you guys could see a little bit better. So how is everybody? Oh my gosh, I love strawberries. So I'm really excited because I'm going to be sharing with you today a new recipe using strawberries, and it's a strawberry salsa. But it's not like our fruit salsa that you might know from parties before. This one's actually got some spicy additions. So we're going to use Tupperware's Supersonic Chopper, and we're going to take 1 pint of strawberries. Now I've gone ahead and taken my strawberries and rinsed them in a light vinegar water solution. Just 1 tablespoon of vinegar with the water, let them sit for a good 15-20 minutes, jostlate them around, and then you use your colander and strain them out. Now, we don't have a strawberry pincher anymore. All of you guys know Tupperware's been around for over 77 years. And we used to have this really cool tiny treasure where it actually pinched off the tops of your strawberries. But I'm going to teach you guys a quick trick. All you need is a spoon, okay? And this is so easy. And I'm going to come close so you can see. Just take your spoon, stick it right under the little area right there. Then take your thumb and put it right there on the top of the crown. And then you just pull it right off. And it's the quickest and easiest way to get the little top off your strawberries without wasting them. You know, you see those TikTok reels where they're like, take the straw and stick it through. I mean, it works, but you lose some of your fruit, okay? We don't waste strawberries. We want to have all the strawberries we can. So try that. These are some massive strawberries. Look at what happens when they're in season, right? Absolutely beautiful. We're going to take these. Actually, I was supposed to throw those in last. Come back. Wait. We got our pint of strawberries, but first we're going to chop up our onion. Now the recipe calls for red onion, but I had green onion in the house, so that's what I chose to use today. It's still a bit of a milder onion. We've got our cilantro, and we're going to take that and put it right in there. And then we're going to take some jalapeno. That's right. Jalapeno is getting combined today with strawberries. If you've ever tried jalapenos and strawberries before, I want to see it in the chat. I want to know who's done this before. Now, I just took 2 little edges of it. You know, the heat's in the seed. I don't like things spicy, so I only did 2 sides, but you can use the whole jalapeno. I would, again, de-seed it. But you know what? If you like spicy, you go for it, right? You let yourself burn however you like to burn. All right. So now we're going to take the top to our Supersonic Chopper. We're going to lock it in place, and we're going to give it a few quick pulls. I love it when you can see it. Woo! Sound effects make everything better. Okay, so we're going to get this all nice and chopped up. Do you all see that? Like, how gorgeous and amazing is that? Now we're going to throw our strawberries in. So we're going to put those in there. That jalapeno, I can tell you it's spicy. You know, you never know if they're spicy or not. Like, is there a trick to know if your jalapeno is spicy or not? Because it always throws me off. All right. Now we're also going to put in here the juice of a lime. So I've got our all-in-one mate attachment here. This one is on special right now in our brochure. Fantastic to have. We're going to take my lime that's hiding over here with my Chef Series knife, give it over, and we're going to juice it up. It's going to be the juice of one whole lime. I was going to get it done ahead of time and I forgot. So I get a little bit of cardio in, right? I mean, you really, sometimes working for your food is the love that we give. So we're going to pour that right in there. We're going to do a little bit of salt and pepper. Yes, it calls for salt and pepper. And then if you want it sweeter, add local honey. And I'm going to show you a cool trick. I love using my Squeeze-It bottles for my honey because it literally just comes right out. See? Oops. And this way you don't have to worry about that excess little bit right here that like drips everywhere. Like it cleans it right up. Great for the kids when they have their biscuits and things like that. Okay, so then we're going to take and put our top back on here and we're going to chop up our salsa. Now, as you're thinking about how am I going to store this amazing salsa that you're making? Well, you know, there's this amazing set right here behind me, that 20-piece storage set right now that's on special. This is perfect for your meal prep. So you can take this salsa, you can go ahead and make sure you have it prepped out for the week. And that way you've got the right portions, because you're going to love it so much. You're going to want to eat it all in one setting. And while it is strawberries and really healthy for you, you know, you might want to make sure that you don't eat it all at once. And also make sure you're keeping your thing locked together because it rips if you don't pay attention. You jumped with me. I know. This is what happens when I try and talk and operate things at the same time. Multitasking is really not the best thing, but we try anyways. Okay, doesn't matter. See, if I can do this, anybody can do this, but I want you guys to see how beautiful this strawberry salsa is. Now I'm taking a whole grain chip because I just like the way the whole grain tastes better with those strawberry salsa. Got a nice little taste right there. Oh yeah, the sweetness of the strawberry with the kick of the jalapeno. You got to try this recipe. Make sure you go share it with all your fresh friends and all your customers. Because it's so good. And you can talk about the Fridge Smart, how it prolongs the life of the produce 3 to 4 times longer. Tupperware is an investment that pays for itself. It's a quality product that simplifies your life. I have this amazing, healthy, fresh salsa I've made in no time. Keeps my food fresh, keeps my honey from going everywhere, helps me juice my limes. These are the tools we need, right, guys? So I hope you've learned something new. I hope that you want to go try this amazing salsa. And then I'm going to portion it out in my little storage set here because this deal right here is killer. Make sure everyone knows what a great value they're getting right now.
I love that. And Corinne, am I correct that Thursday there's something coming up that you're going to talk about that set?
Oh, I got so excited about the salsa, y'all. Okay, you know how you love little Tupper commercials? You love seeing live demos from all of us leaders. And you know, you like playing games too. Well, last week I shared, sorry, my mouth is full here, about Keno. We have Keno coming up this Thursday, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And we want all of you there. So make sure you are sharing the flyer with everybody. Make sure you're personally texting people. Don't just post it on your timeline. Text them, email them, personally invite people to come, because this is going to be a new, amazing event that we want to be reoccurring because we're here to help you. Let us do the demos. Let us give the gifts away. I mean, actually, Marsha's giving the gifts away because she's amazing and has a whole box of stuff. And so we're just going to be giving out to the consultant that has the most guests on, okay? We're going to be giving them out to the team that has the most on. We're going to give it to the person who's a hostess that comes and brings and has the most orders. Anyone that is having so much fun, they want to join our team because it is amazing in Tupperware, is going to get a gift. Okay. So it is just amazing. You get to play when you bring a gift or a guest. There are going to be different gifts that we're giving away. I mean, it's just going to be exciting. And I want you guys to be excited about it. So go live on your page and say, hey, what are you doing Thursday? Come join me for Keno. I did it on my story. Just copy my word choices. Just do it yourself. Okay. Or share my video. I don't care. Let's just get people on Thursday, because it's going to be better with you there.
So let me just make sure I understand how it's going to work, because we used to do these in-person game nights and bingos, and we'd have people that would come and they'd bring their party with them and they'd sit at a table and we'd do some different little, what I call Tuppermercials, like little mini demonstrations in between. Then we play a game and mini demonstration. And then during COVID, we went to doing these virtual game nights, and we did those several times as well. So this is kind of the same thing, but it's just a little bit of a twist. It's a new game, right? We're going to have some product demonstrations, some recipes. We're going to have some games in between. We're going to give away prizes. And there's even going to be some drawings at the end for maybe the person who, placed an order, the person who books a party, the person who joins our team. We're going to have some specials for those people too.
Yes, I have a whole list of things that I'm going to be giving away, but I need people on so that I can give this stuff away.
Right.
And to get registered, all you have to do is go to that Google form, and just send that link to your guest as well. They'll put your name, invited them. They'll put their email so that way we can follow up with them with the Zoom link, and then they'll pick their 5 numbers, 1 through 25. They pick 5 numbers. That's all you have to do to play. And throughout, we'll be spinning the wheel and calling out the numbers. And when their 5 numbers are drawn, they win. So it's such a simple yet fun game. And it's a great thing to do. They don't have to clean their house. I mean, you could be at the ballpark and playing Keno with us,
And there's recipes and there's product demos, right? So we've got someone demonstrating the Micro Pro Grill. We've got someone demonstrating the Supersonic Chopper. You're going to talk about meal prep with that great set there. So guys, let's make this big. Let's get as many, I would love for us to have so many people on there that, you make me give away 100 prizes. Let's have that many people on there, and really drive this as we go forward. So thank you, Corinne. And you're going to be sharing that recipe with everybody so that they have it.
Yes, I will share the recipe. Not a problem.
Fantastic. All right. So give us, Corinne, some love, everybody. Tell her how much you appreciate that awesome recipe. All right, guys. So speaking of, Corinne mentioned Fridge Smart, and I want to talk to you for just a couple of seconds about how you can use these little tips that we're sharing with you tonight about strawberries, how you can incorporate this into your parties, whether they're virtual, whether they're Zoom, whether they're in person, even if it's just you're going to talk about it on your page and get people excited about it. And this is one of those times that sometimes you want to do things on your page, not in a group, a closed group, because, we have a lot of people have VIP groups, and VIP groups are where you do special offers just for your customers. But the reality is that is not going to grow your business. That is what keeps them coming, that makes them loyal to you. But if you want to grow your business, you've got to reach new people. And that's why it's so important that you have a business page. Now, there's going to be some real exciting changes coming to our Tup Social posting service, and having a business page is going to take that to the next level. Aubrey Stebbins had shared with us a little bit about how she will do some boosts on her business page, and how that has yielded her several $1,000s worth of sales, new parties, new customers. And so it's really important that you utilize all that Facebook has for you, from your personal profile occasionally. I don't want you to miss out on this, guys, to your business page where you're constantly sharing recipes and tips. And that's where Tup Social is so great, because they do all these videos with recipes, and it makes people want to come follow you, people that you don't even know are following you. And this is where you can then go live with a little recipe that you're doing. Hey guys, I'm cooking something fun today. So you might be making Corinne salsa, but you want to talk about your Fridge Smart. She mentioned that. And you want to share with people some tips about the Fridge Smart. So right now in the comments, guys, what is your favorite tip that you love to share about Fridge Smart? Go ahead and put that in the comments, because see, this is how we learn from each other. I'm going to share a few things that I always like to do when I'm talking about Fridge Smart, and this can work virtual also. So if you're doing it virtual, doing it in person, you ask people, what is the number one food that you throw away in your kitchen? Like name something that you threw away in your kitchen this week. Okay. And what happens is that eventually people always get around to produce, and they start talking about their produce. And that's your opportunity to talk about Fridge Smart. So you get them talking about what they've thrown away. That means they're throwing money away, right? So we want to bring that out. Every time you throw away food, you're throwing away money. The number one food that people throw away is produce. That's our number one food that we throw away. If you didn't know that, write that down. Number one food that we throw away is produce. And we throw away 60% of the produce that we buy. Now, think about how much you spent on produce last week, last month, and calculate that for the year. Most people are throwing away $500 to $600 a year. Being able to really get that in front of people and make them go, wow, that's a lot of money, is going to be key. You can then talk about your Fridge Smart, and then you can tell them a little bit about it. It was developed by scientists at the University of Florida. I'm not going to give you the whole demo. That it has the little air mattress on the bottom, that's so that the water can accumulate in the bottom. It has a hard side so that the food doesn't get bumped against each other and get bruised, because that causes it to decay faster. It has an in mold label. This is actually molded into it. It cannot wash off. It cannot scratch off. It cannot come off ever. And it tells them whether they're a medium breather, whether they're a light breather, whether they're a heavy breather. And it gives them that opportunity. And then here's the other thing that's really great. And I totally agree with what Doreen just said. Organic produce is so much better for you, but it's so much more expensive and you don't want to waste it. I've kept organic romaine lettuce in a Fridge Smart for a month. That's right, a whole month. So it's like super amazing about that. Here's the tip that I think is always important to say. There's a little slide here that helps you control whether you have a medium, heavy, or a light breather. But the trick to this is always put the word Tupperware. See the word Tupperware right there next to the picture. And then all you have to do is slide the slide to the picture. All right, if you did not know that, go ahead in the comments and say, I didn't know that, because that is the easiest way for somebody, instead of having to look at this little bitty dot right here and try to match it up to the little bitty dot right here. All they have to do is, I've got some peppers in here. I'm just going to slide this over to the pepper. And then it's matching where the peppers are right here. And I'm going to slide it over here. There's my peppers, and that slides over. So it matches it up perfectly. And that's how you make it easy for people to use this. So this is a really important way, because this is also going to help you with your strawberries, because I'm going to show you what you can also use to demonstrate this for your customers. All right, so check this out, guys. This is the Fridge Smart test. This is 22 days of strawberries in Fridge Smart. So on the one side, on the left side, you'll see that that's 22 days strawberries in a Fridge Smart. On the right side, it's 22 days in the packaging it came home from the store in. Those little clamshells that are plastic and they have the little holes in the bottom, because white mold spore grows in an oxygen-rich environment. So that means it's going to start growing mold as quickly as it can. So this is just like something like this, just showing this is going to help you sell more of these. The other thing is that when strawberries are in season, and this is a really important one too to keep in mind, when strawberries are in season, you want to buy them up and then freeze your own, because freezing means that you can eat the very fresh taste a lot longer. So one of the things that you can do is, of course, use our freezer mates, and this is going to help you tie into these. And I had to pull these out of my freezer to show you this, because these are some that I did this year. I always when I'm freezing my berries, I like to keep them separate because I use them in smoothies. And sometimes I'll, take a few out and I'll make salsa with them as well later on in the wintertime, because strawberries in the wintertime just don't taste the same as they do when they're fresh right now. So you're going to need your silicone mold. This is another way to demonstrate another one of our cool products. Put it on a cookie sheet. Put your fresh strawberries that you've, just like Corinne showed you how to take the stems off of them. You rinse them. I lay them onto my microfiber towel, give them a quick pat to get the water off, and then place them on here. And because this has those little circles on it, makes it easy just to put them on there. Put it in the cookie sheet, stick it in the freezer just like that. Now, I'm not going to keep it in the freezer that way. I just do that for about 10 to 15 minutes. And what that's called is flash freezing. And so what it does is it starts to get them firm on the outside. So then I can take and put them all into my freezer containers. and have them separated like this. So I've been eating on some of these as well, but you'll see none of them are stuck together. There's no clumps because I flash froze and put them in here. And then when I need them, I just grab the few that I need, throw it in my stuff. And then as I get down to about, so it's probably about time for me to switch them over to a smaller one. But this, guys, these smell just so fresh. Because these are the freshest strawberries that you can get. And they're always the best right at the early part of the season, right? They're so sweet and so delicious. These came from a local farm here that I frequent, and they pick them themselves every day. So that's flash freezing. This ties in your Fridge Smart. It ties in your Freezer Mates. It ties in your silicone. And then you can share that recipe that Corinne just did, and you can have amazing sales coming from all of that. So are you excited about talking about strawberries? Well, it's time for another one of our strawberry trivia. So get ready, and don't always trust Google. Okay, so how many seeds does a strawberry have? Does it have 50? Does it have 200, 350, 500? This is an average. Strawberries, of course, are the only fruit that has its seeds on the outside. And strawberries, if you take a strawberry and put it in the ground, it will actually sprout just from the seeds that are on the outside of it. Okay. What's also really cool is that the way strawberry plants are pollinated and moved and transferred from place to place is when birds actually carry the seeds. They eat the strawberries and then they take the seeds and they kind of poop the seeds sometimes. And that's how we get these wild strawberries all over the place. Just as another little side note, and this is not one of your trivia questions, but the thing that you want to know is that strawberries are actually, the wild strawberries actually originated in the Americas. Here in the United States or North America, there was the variation that came from around Virginia area. And then there was also a group of strawberries or wild strawberries that came from South America. And both of them were good. They were a little tart. They were small. Someone in France in the 1700s decided to try to cultivate a new strand. So they grouped the two of those together, one that had bigger fruit but not as good taste with the ones that were smaller and had a good taste, put them together. They got a big strawberry that had a great taste. And that was our first cultivated strawberry in France. And that was in the 1700s. So the answer, and I did see it, Karen was the one who had the right answer, on average 200 seeds on a strawberry. So that's really cool. Here's another little thing. Is a strawberry a berry, even though it's named a berry? And the answer is no, because berries always have their seeds on the inside. Strawberries are considered an aggregate fruit because the seeds are on the outside, but we don't care because we love them, right? So that's the right answer, 200 there as well. So now we've got our strawberries, and there's a famous strawberry dish that is always served at Wimbledon in England, and it's strawberries and cream. And I have another one of our great leaders. There's Shannon, who's going to talk to us a little bit about our whipping mix and making some homemade whipped cream. All right, so take it away, Shannon.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well, and all you mamas, I hope you had a great Mother's Day. So I'm going to make some strawberry shortcake. Corinne likes her strawberry spicy, apparently. I'm not a big spice fan. She said she didn't like a lot of spice either, but I like my strawberry sweet. So I've already chopped up in the supersonic chopper my strawberries and sugar and a little bit of hot water to kind of help make it a little liquidy, liquefy, I should say. So I've got those ready. And then I'm going to make some homemade whipped cream. So I've got 2 cups of heavy whipping cream in here. And y'all know how much I love the whipping mix. I'm telling you guys, this is my all-time favorite product. I don't use it nearly enough, but it is one of my all-time favorites, right up there with the supersonic chopper. It makes meringue in less than a minute. It makes it makes whipped cream, homemade whipped cream, in like less than a minute, or maybe a minute and a half. But guys, I just gotta tell you, homemade whipped cream on some fresh strawberries on shortcake are absolutely, it's just the best. It's been warm here the last week or so, so that makes a good summertime, late spring, early summer kind of treat. So I'm going to add about about 3/4 cup of sugar into the whipping mix. I've already got my heavy whipping cream in there. And we're going to put this on the second. I'm going to start it on the first gear, and then we'll go to the second gear once it gets a little thicker, because you know that first gear just gets everything whipped up really good, and then when you get to that second gear, it makes it a little bit thicker. I did some strawberry homework. When Marcia said we could do strawberries, and Corinne and Terry were all talking last night, so I did a little bit of strawberry work myself. Did you know that strawberries are part of the rose family? They are in the rose family. I didn't know that. Did not have a clue about that. But I did now. I learned that. That's pretty cool. Who'd have ever thought strawberries were roses? And Marcia's right. They are the freshest in the early spring. They're the first fruit to ripen. They are the best in the early spring. So I'm going to do just a few more turns of the little handle here. And we'll see where we're at. Do you guys use Angel Food Cake or the shortcake, or do you make a homemade vanilla cake? How do you prefer your strawberry shortcake? And do you prefer whipped cream or do you prefer ice cream? Jason says that it's not strawberry shortcake if it's not got ice cream on it. I disagree because I like the whipped cream. So I'm going to turn it just a few more times. It's getting thick. Now we're going to put it into second gear. And we're going to go and see what we get done here. I hope y'all are answering in the comments. I can't see it, so I hope you guys are seeing or answering how you like your Angel Food Cake over Sweet Biscuits. Donna Joe, what is that? I would like to know what that is. Almost firm enough. I like mine to have little peaks. So let's see what we got. We'll go just a little bit longer. And this gives you a good arm workout too, guys. With meringue, it doesn't take quite as long. Marcia gave me a little tidbit that if you add some strawberries to your whipped cream and sugar, and you keep spinning it and, you know, cranking it, then you're going to get homemade strawberry butter. And she says it's phenomenal on strawberry muffins. I bet it is. All right, guys, we've got whipped cream. It looks so good. So good. Oh, hang on. The kid wants to. Here, take it, baby. The kid wanted the beater. I mean, do you call that a beater? Do you call it a mixer? I don't know exactly what you call it. So anyways, let's make, I guess, we're going to make some strawberry shortcake. So, and I chopped mine really fine tonight and added a little bit of, like I said, hot water to it. I'll have to show you guys. It's so good. Do you want to see? I wish you could have smell-o-vision because it smells so good. Smell-o-phone, smell-o-video. I mean, I don't know how you would call it that. But, and now let's get some whipped cream. We're going to put it right on top. And we're going to hand it off after I find a spoon. Have I ever said how much I wish Tupperware made silverware, plasticware for the like everyday eating, not just the picnic stuff? I really wish we did. So, you want to try it? It's sweet.
Okay, I'm on the way over.
It is so sweet, but it is so good.
It's just an 8.5-hour drive. I'll be there by tomorrow morning, and we'll eat strawberry biscuits together. How about that?
Come on and fly in. You'll be here in 3 hours.
I know. I just have to get that plane ticket, right? Yum.
That's right.
That looks so good. Guys, isn't that amazing how quick and easy? And as Shannon said, one of the things, I found this out, you know, when there's a recipe that we have that you can use your supersonic chopper for to make strawberry ice cream. and you use the whipping cream and you use the sugar, and then you put the frozen strawberries in it and pull it, and it makes it into a soft serve ice cream. Well, we were doing that one day at a party, and it was an outdoor party, and it was very warm, and the girl was just going to town. She was pulling it, and all of a sudden we looked, and that's how we discovered you could make strawberry butter, because it had
That's cool.
beat it all the way up, and it was strawberry butter. So you can do the same thing. What I recommend is that you do your whip and mix, you whip your cream up, and then you chop your strawberries up in the supersonic chopper, and then you just mix them together, and then you just keep mixing it in the supersonic chopper. I mean, not chopper, in the whip and mix until it goes beyond the whipped stage. It'll keep getting harder and harder. You use the second gear, and it'll clump up, and you'll have strawberry butter. And it is so amazing just to spread on top of your toast. Strawberry muffins, I love to do those. We've shared before the muffin mix, the all-purpose muffin mix, that you can just take 2 scoops of that and add your milk and stuff and make it, and then you just throw some fresh strawberries into that, and it's amazing. So guys, lots of strawberry recipes. Donna Jo's going to share her sweet biscuit recipe. We're going to all go out there and make lots of strawberry things this week. So give Shannon some love. Share with her what you loved about what she shared with us. All right, thank you, Shannon. Okay, guys, so these are some things that can really help you to grow your business. It's being able to get these recipes out there, to be talking about it, maybe create some little fun over the course of a couple of days. I mean, you could do it throughout the day. You could have different little strawberry trivia things. You could post one of the things like, what plant family is strawberries in, and you can give them some choices, and then later on in the day, come back and say the answer is, and then you can have picked a winner from somebody. It's a way to create that interaction. We're always looking for ways to create engagement and not just talk about selling things, but creating this following that people want to learn from us. If you are on Instagram, this is also a great way. You can do it in your story and then have that go to Instagram. You can do reels, and you can make your little recipe in a reel real quickly. And this is going to help you get all of those great things out there to everybody. All right, so are you ready for another trivia question? All right, so here we go. What are the top 3 states that grow strawberries? Is it Florida, Georgia, Texas? Is it North Carolina, Georgia, California? Is it Washington State, Florida, or Virginia? Or is it California, Florida, and North Carolina? Which of these 3? Somebody was jumping on that one right away. Because remember, this is all 50 states. They're grown in, but JC, you are absolutely correct. California, Florida, and North Carolina are the top 3 states that grow strawberries for the market. California, by a long shot, number 1, for a couple of reasons. Number 1, they have the most conducive weather for it, and they can have multiple seasons throughout the state. So they can have like the mid part of California and the upper part of California, so it can stagger it. They have lots and lots of acres of strawberries grown there. Florida is second, and North Carolina is third. And I can tell you that the strawberries here in North Carolina are really good, because that's the ones that I was sniffing on in my freezer. I ran and put them back in the freezer because I don't want them to go bad. So yes, the answer is California, Florida, and North Carolina. So once again, another fun little way just to interact with your customers and bring some things into it as well. All right, so as we wrap up tonight, I want to remind you all, guys, that you have your monthly sales challenge going on for these 2 great gifts. $2,500 gets you the ring and the stand, or the phone holder. At $5,000, you're able to get that fantastic laptop holder and the speaker, and that's going to be really great. And of course, you have a chance to win a weekend at the beach. And you just need 2,500 in personal sales. We have quite a few that have done that already, and one personal crew. Right now we have one person who is qualified to win the weekend, and that is Aubrey Stebbins. But I have a feeling in the next 2.5 weeks, people are going to give her a little run for the money as well. And now I want to share with you something really exciting that we have going on right now. And that is, it's time for sampling. That's right. So tomorrow opens your June sampling. So if you have not ordered your May samples, today is the last day. Go ahead and get those now. If you have some friends, you have maybe somebody that you've welcomed onto the team, make sure they know that today is the last day for them to order the samples for the May brochure. They can also add their catalog samples to that same order. And that means that, they're not having to do multiple orders. They can do it all on the same one. The more you order, the less the shipping is per item. Tomorrow, we open up some brand new ones. And I'm just going to take you quickly through the mailer. I only have a couple of them in yet. My samples haven't all come in yet, but I will show that to you at the end because I love, love, love these products. All right. So first off, this one is not one that we can sample, but it is one that you're going to want to, if you've probably already got some of these and you want to talk about it, it is our #1 seller. It's our BOGO set of our Fridge Smart. And this is always a very, very popular special. This is going to be a great seller. And this is why you want to be talking about Fridge Smart now, to get them excited about it. And then when you can reach back out to them, because somebody's going to say, I'd really like to get that, but man, that, or they may be people who bought like one. And because a lot of times people will buy the first one to try it out and they want more. And that's how I get them to Data Party, because then I can say, you can get it for half price or free. But now we can offer them a BOGO when they go ahead and, purchase at a party in June. We also have a purchase with purchase that they can get the handy spiralizer for just for free with a qualifying purchase. But here's what's great. There's a strawberry cucumber salad. Ties right into our strawberries here that we've been talking about. And then, of course, all of those impressions, which I already saw several of you talking about. Oh my gosh, I love those colors. I love those products. So guys, I have a few of them here, and I'm going to switch off this for just a second so you can see it. All right, so this is the large gallon pitcher, which is the gallon impressions pitcher. This is one of my favorite pitchers because I like the shape of it. I like the way it, you've got the big handle. It's nicely balanced also, and it has the rocker top. Now, here's what's so nice about the rocker top. When you have it in the fridge and it's closed like this, okay? You can just use your finger, boom. So I open the fridge, take it out. It's in my hand. I pop it just like this, and then I can pour. And that way I don't have to have two hands to operate to open it. And then once I'm done, I set it down. And then I just push this down, and now it's sealed. So it's not going to take two hands to open and close it. One hand, one hand. And that makes it really handy. It's also because of its shape. It kind of fits real nicely into the fridge there also. So that's our gallon pitcher. You're going to love this. People love this size. And of course, this color. This is going to be so popular. So you want to be talking about that for sure. JC, I saw you mention the tray. Yes. We have been asking for a tray because everybody needs a tray. And this Impressions tray is extra large. I don't know if you can tell how big it is. I'm serving. I've got my apron on. I'm serving, and it makes it easy for you to carry. But the thing that's so neat about this one is it actually, with the depth of it, it's about 1 inch deep. You can do a charcuterie platter on here. You can use it to have all of your things for your hamburgers. You can have your cheese, your tomatoes, your lettuce, your pickles, and people can make their hamburgers just like that. You can use it, of course, to carry your tumblers out to the pool or whatever, and you can just use it anytime you want to set a pretty table. Everybody needs a tray to have that. The other pieces, of course, we're going to have the Impressions bowl set, and we've got the colander that fits inside of it. So this colander actually fits inside of the largest bowl of the impression set. And so what that means is that you can use it to strain things into it. You could do your watermelon into it, and that way it'll get all the excess. They can eat right out of this. And then when it's finished, or when you're, done with it, you have that excess juice in the bottom that you can take. It's great for washing things as well. And it's got my favorite tongs. And these are just great because you can twist them and they come apart, and then it snaps in place just like that. So it makes it easy for you to do. So this is, oops, there we go. Twist it, and then they store flat just like that. So that's perfect also. Of course, the impressions bowls, we love those. There's going to be the small set of those also. Let me get the picture back up here for you guys. So you'll see you've got the small bowls, you've got the tumblers, you've got the 16-ounce tumblers. It's just a beautiful collection. And of course, they'll be able to have they get 50% off when they buy the entire selection. So that's going to be super nice. They can buy them individually, or they can get the whole collection and save the most money. So you'll be able to, position it that way. Do you want just one thing? Do you want two things? Best thing of all is to get the whole set and save the most money. And they've done a beautiful job of the way that they've put it together with the pictures and stuff. So you can, promote these also. And so you're going to want to get your samples of this as soon as you can so that you have it. Plus, check that out. They've got the luncheon trays. Everybody loves the dine-in trays, and they're perfect for picnics, and they're perfect for family reunions, and they're perfect for all those great things. It's a gorgeous collection in these beautiful, very popular colors. You'll see these in all the stores right now. We also, of course, have our Host Gift Special, and there's a new Host Gift Special that's coming out for the month of June. It is the Great Master, but this one includes the ice shaver. That's right, the ice shaver. So you can make your own Hawaiian ices. You can make your own snowballs. You can make all of these great products using this. And so once again, this is when you're going to want to be doing some live demos and showing these things off so people can see them. You can make your own strawberry syrup and blueberry syrup to put on them also. There's even a recipe already done for you in Tup Social on how to do that. But we'll be making some of those during June for you, so you can use those recipes also. So let's make sure that we are getting those things ready to go. Your samples, I will be posting this so you'll have them for you available to order tomorrow. The smallest impressions bowls, the small set, will not open until next week because it's still not here in the US yet. It's coming on the boat from Europe, so it'll be here soon. But all the rest of it is available and will start shipping when you order your samples of those. So that's going to be great. So as we come to an end tonight, I want to just kind of go back to what we said. When you write it down, when you have a dream and you put a date on it, it's a goal. When you create a plan of action for it, then you're going to make those dreams come true. Doesn't matter where you are right now this month. What matters is what you do today and going forward. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. So if you didn't write that goal down at the beginning of the month and say, I want to do this by May 31st, you can do that today. You can write down that goal of what you want to do in the next 2.5 weeks and put it in writing, and then break it down. Say, what do I need to do to make this happen? Commit yourself to follow that plan of action and make it happen. And when you do that, you're going to discover that you are on the way to making lots of money. You're on the way to building your yes life, and you're on the way to making things happen the way you want to have them happen, because you work for the best boss in the world, yourself. Have a great night, everybody.
And you don't need no makeup. Original cute body make a man mad when you cute. And you don't need no makeup. Original cute body make a man mad. Eyeliner. Funny face a make man mad up. Nose powder. Funny face a make man mad up. Like your eyebrow. Funny face a make man mad up. Got your lipstick. Funny face